So as Root Metrics finishes their testing, and this is what you're seeing on screen is the state level scores. They have another 3 states to finish: Texas, New York, Connecticut. Those 3 should finish within the next few days. And then Root Metrics is going to go and, write out and draw up the official report. And then we'll get the first half of 2022, maybe in August. I think around the August, could be end of this month, potentially, depending on how quickly they put it together. But I'm thinking like the first week of August, if not the second week, we could see the finalized report for the first half of 2022. What I wanted to point out very quickly on these state level scores, there's a reoccurring theme. It's blue and it's red. And you see there is no magenta. Now at the urban city, at those levels, right, those scores, that reporting, T-Mobile has improved. And that did completely finish. The city levels, the 120 cities that they test, that finished. There's not a single city left for them to test. They did finish that. And there's a good amount of magenta. There's some second places that T-Mobile has improved to where they were third. So that's good to see. But at the state and national level, that's where they've been drastically behind. Now, I've looked at some of these individually, quite a bit of them, and they did improve, but they're still last in all of them. There is not one state that they finished second in, not one. And in a lot of the states, although they did improve on the scores, they are still drastically behind Verizon and AT&T. So this just means that T-Mobile needs to improve on these scores. Now, here's where, and I've said this in previous videos, this portion is what most of you complain about, their coverage. This does not get fixed overnight. 12 months won't fix this. 18 months won't fix this. 24 months, 24 months, they might get a second place in one of these states. They're going to need another 3+ years of hard work and investment to really improve this to where you can see the drastic change in the network. I would say 36 months plus. And that's just because of all the years of them neglecting these areas that it's now going to take time. I'm thinking, for my personal opinion, just me, I'm thinking 3 to 5 years. And that has to be a steady investment to improve those state level scores. So for one, they have to fix the fair coverage. So in some of these areas in these states, they do have coverage, but it's fair. So that means it doesn't perform well. So that means the calling is poor, data is poor, speeds are poor, and it reflects on the score. It does reflect. So as we go through the first half, and then we see the second half of 22, which I'm sure Root Metrics is already getting started to test the second half, T-Mobile will improve some again. But I am quite confident that they will finish last again in all of these state scores in the second half of this year. And they will finish last overall again, as they will in the first half. When the first half reports come out, the finalized reports, you will see T-Mobile in last place again at the state level. And that they will be last at the state level again at the end of this year. And I think they will be last in 2023's testing. I think 2024, 2025, that's when we potentially could see them getting like, okay, surprise, they got second place in Kansas or, Virginia, for example. That's when we could start seeing that 24, 25 timeframes. But I like to see them improve. So I did see, okay, they improved 5 points in Maine, just for an example. That's not the accurate number, but I like to see those improvements because it shows they're improving. And that means somewhere within that state, they are likely bringing additional competition to a smaller town, which is that's always good to see. And it's great for the consumer. So the raw, uncut story here is, and the honest answer is, T-Mobile is still last at the national state level after 2 years in on the merger, which that I fully expected and anticipated that. I don't know about you guys, and of course it's now about 2 years and about 3 months or so after the merger. I fully anticipated them to still be last at this exact time. But, that's just years of them neglecting these areas. So there's just no way around it now. There's no way they can kind of, find a shortcut to this. No, they just have to now work it gradually, and they have to improve each and every year. And then maybe eventually they'll get to a second place or maybe even tied for a first, depending. So let me know what you think about this in the comment section down below. I will, of course, make another video when the official report of RootMetrics comes out. But these were just my quick thoughts. I mean, you can see most of these are done, and it's all red and blue. So let me know in the comment section down below. Make sure you guys like, share, subscribe to the channel. Follow my social media outlets for more updates and interactions. This is Tyrone with Tech Life. See you in the next one. Peace.